expectations pressed upon me. I felt expected to be greatly profound in my words. I felt obligated to answer the great questions in life. Yet, as I sat down, I did not scour through philosophy books to determine the meaning of our existence, nor did I research ways to promote world peace, nor did I consult the great minds of the universe for advice on understanding the laws of nature. Instead, I worried about an even more monumental question. What on earth was I going to write this speech about? Trust me, I'd rather have taken any of the other questions and problems in a heartbeat. I'm much more in my element writing a 3,000-word essay on politics, poetry, physics, really anything else than writing a 3 to 4 minute speech to be given at graduation. This task, it hung over me, and I could only see two possible outcomes: an unwritten speech or an inauthentic message. It wasn't the concise length of the speech that really threw me off, as my original idea of writing absolutely nothing would be far shorter than this. It wasn't the public speaking aspect that frightened me either, as I have few qualms about stepping up in front of hundreds of strangers and saying words to them. The most daunting feature of typing down enough words to speak for at most 240 seconds is the fact I found absolutely nothing to say. I'm not an inspirational speaker. I have no advice to provide, no stunning insights into humanity, no moments of deep reflection. And I decided I would not force myself to rack my brain for lackluster examples of these. So, there's nothing incredibly profound in my words today. What I do have is the feeling that most people get when informed they must give a speech to hundreds of peers and their families. Slight anxiety, moderate dread, and plenty of confusion. How can I connect to all these people? How can I deliver a speech that is fun, insightful, and relatable? Cue more anxiety, more than moderate dread, and an unfortunately unchanged level of confusion. These worries clanged around in my head until I reached an epiphany. We all have these worries. Every day is an experiment presenting yourself in a positive manner, unconsciously or sometimes consciously, trying to make a positive impression on everybody you encounter. And from time to time, we think we cannot live up to their expectations. But from time to time, we think incorrectly. I was expected today to give a 3 to 4 minute speech. And by the time I'm done, I will have accomplished that, despite all my confusion and hesitation. No one has pulled me off stage. I have not been pelted with tomatoes by the angry audience, and the building has not collapsed. Despite all of my worries, no catastrophe has occurred, and I have made it through. And, most importantly, I spoke honestly and authentically. We should not define ourselves by others' expectations, both imagined and real. Instead, we should define ourselves by our goals and ambitions, our strengths and our traits that make us who we are. What I speak today may not be the most traditional commencement speech, but it is something greater. It is me. Everything you do can transcend the expectations placed upon you, but this can only happen if you're true to yourself. I had to persevere to write the speech. My worries that I would fail to meet expectations layered upon each other, until I realized authenticity is the greatest virtue. I realized that I would be more confident, more prepared, and far more interesting. I wrote something that reflects my personality instead of something bland and tame. My anxiety finally turned to calm, my dread to excitement, my confusion to confidence, when I realized that we are at our greatest and most impressive when we decide to be ourselves. I wish the best of luck, class of 2017.